What's up? What's up, everyone? We're here for another episode of A Slice of Love, and we go into this hot topic. And I know you see it. Is it a man's responsibility to take care of his ex in an abusive relationship? Now, I can tell you right now, I've already had some controversial back and forth conversations when it comes to this. But I want to hear y'all's opinion. But go ahead and make sure that you introduce yourself as well as people come in and leave their comments.
All right, all right. Well, I'll go ahead. Hey, this is you know who, you know what from in the trenches. Your boy, the J, the ASSIM, Jasim, and of course, you know I got my main man, not just Chris, but my main man Baker is on here. So guess what? We're gonna get real and raw like we do on In the Trenches podcast, unpolitically.
Go ahead, Khaled.
Yes, this is the non-politically correct college prior. I'm just tapping in, boy Chris. Thank y'all for having me on stage.
And then we got the one and the only Riri. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Can you hear me?
Hey, how y'all doing?
You need to get where you can get a better signal.
It's too early. It's too early for this. It's too early.
That's real and raw.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We don't know what you're saying, man. We don't know what you're saying.
It's
You
too
Oh,
early.
y'all
freezing
can't
up
hear
and
me?
everything.
It's
Like most women freeze up when it comes to truth. You freezing up. You out there in the weeds smoking that
You know
dope.
what you at? I got something for you. You wait a minute.
Who are you? You don't know me.
I got to move around. Hold on.
You sure moving
Come
around
on,
a lot.
animal.
Well, you in the country or something?
Sing. Come on. Come on, sing.
We ain't got time for this here, ma'am. This to introduce yourself, not your dog. Chris, where you be
I'll bring
finding
my
these
dogs
people,
in.
raggedy
Y'all got to
people
bring them in
from?
the house. Come on,
No,
sing.
ma'am.
you
We don't have time for that. Let's go on to the
you
next
good and
guest.
go.
You
You
come
good.
back
You
when you
good.
get a better signal.
All right, so we can stay on track, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about this? Is it
Will you
responsible
let me
for a man to
introduce
take
myself? What kind of stuff is this here?
but you better come on, then you over here trying to talk trash.
I'm just being me. You scared
Don't
to
go.
who is that lady, man? God got
Who's this lady? Don't act like you ain't been on here with me before.
Oh, wait a
I
minute.
know you
That's
did.
Riri. Hey, hold on,
Yep,
Riri.
yep,
I
yep,
know
yep.
you didn't. Pastor.
Hold on, that's Riri, bro. Hey, hold
No,
on.
I
You,
know,
no,
you
man.
gotta
I
be
Pastor,
know.
careful
sir.
with that
You know
one.
I know that.
Hey, Mr. Donald.
But go ahead, Chris. Good to see you, Riri.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that one, Mr. Donald, bro.
Oh, hey, Pride, I know it. I've been there with her before. She tough
Okay,
cookie.
yeah.
Tough cookie.
I'm glad she in here on this topic, bro, because she could beat some niggas up, man.
Can't you?
We're gonna have some fun on this one.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. You got the right two on here, Chris, for sure.
I might be a woman, but I'm not. Listen,
Yeah,
we gonna
she
disagree.
not calling
I'm
baby daddy,
different.
bro. She just gonna cut you, bro. I know she's not calling baby daddy. This one right here is not calling baby daddy.
At all. If we got to be honest, I have 6 kids, 4 baby daddies. My first 3 got their own daddy. The last 3 got the same daddy. Then left his ass, gonna have another baby daddy. I don't wait on nobody.
So you pregnant?
Oh hell no.
Oh.
You got to be humping to be pregnant. I ain't humping nothing.
Why?
All right, so let's get some of
What
y'all's
happened?
opinions. So Baker, no, okay, you can keep your trash talk, but like, what do y'all think? Is a man's responsibility to take care of the ex once the relationship is over?
Hell no.
Well,
If
why
it's
you say
over,
that?
it's fucking over. Now, if it's kids involved, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to speak to the kids here and there. But that's not your responsibility. When it's over. Bye. Oh, y'all got
You said
quiet
what
on
you
that.
said.
Who you talking about quiet? I'm just waiting my turn to talk. If you want me to handle it, I can handle it.
Baker, go ahead, Baker. Cause you on here waiting.
I said what I had. That was my piece right there. I said what I had.
Well, let me handle up. Repeat the question again so the
You
audience
done
can
forgot the
hear.
whole question.
I
You
ain't
said this thing
forgot.
multiple.
I ain't forgot. I want to check it properly.
Okay, it's a man's responsibility to take care of his ex in an abusive relationship.
No.
Keyword.
No.
Oh,
The ex and the children are different. You take care of your children, whether they with a dog or
All the
whatever.
people on my page would be pissed at these answers.
Hey,
We
so
all
Mr.
same
Dollar,
age.
Take care of your children. The ex
Mr.
gonna
Dollar.
find somebody or got somebody anyway. Okay, so you don't need to take care of her, but take care of
Ooh, my page would be
your children.
my
But if
Facebook
it's
friends be
not,
mad
no,
at
what he
these
said, if
answers.
it's not their child, if it's not their child, do they still take up the
No, it
responsibility
doesn't
of their
matter.
child?
Listen, there's black men and white men and Chinese, Vietnamese, and everything else who take care of children that are not theirs. The responsibility should never go away for you being who you are as a man. But
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
when it
I definitely
becomes
agree.
Yeah,
talking
I agree
about
with that, but you know what? I got stuck with the sorry baby daddy. So you know them
well,
sorry
no,
baby
because
daddies,
you
they don't
want
have
him
no
to take care of
understanding.
He gone. He shouldn't be taking care of you. Y'all got children together. He should take care of them, but not you. You on your own.
Oh no,
What's
I
wrong
don't want
with
him to
you?
take care of me.
How you
Go
gonna leave somebody and expect him
to
to
these
take
kids
care of
because
you
he don't know
too?
how to take care of them.
What?
Okay, look, Riri.
All right.
What's your vetting process when it comes to picking men that you have around your children?
That's a good one.
First of all, they not
That's
gonna
a
be
good
my
one,
kids
Khalees.
until we like. I gotta feel them out. So it
Yeah, that's
start
what
off
they
by
all say.
like we
Yeah, I was
conversating.
That's a hope tactic.
I'm gonna give them about a
Y'all
good
cutting up.
3 to 5
No,
months.
you
You know,
lying. That's a whole tactic.
it is
Hey,
not.
let him finish, Mr. Baker, because this is a
If
real
they
question,
come
bro.
over there to get
This
some
a real
coochie
question,
or
bro.
some
Like, this is real
and
because
Okay, if you
this
want to
why
go
we
back
need
get
a
some
girl
coochie,
on
let me
the
tell you
board.
something. But if I'm gonna give this
you
cooter
gonna make
cat
sure
up,
them
they
babies
not gonna
sleep.
meet my kids. They gonna come late night. They're gonna be a late night hype, and they ain't gonna be at my house. They better
Well, what
have
if
a
they're a
house.
robber and you letting them in and don't know it yet? And they rob you and stuff and the children and be asleep. You know you're gonna open that door to get some coochie and you're gonna let your
No,
kids
I'm not
meet.
gonna let them
No,
come over
don't
here to
tell
my
me
house
that kind of stuff. Yes, you
because
are.
dudes, I don't need no stalkers in the daytime, none of that. So they
Okay,
better have
Because
a
you know
house.
their
If they want this
stalkers will
cooter
come left
cat,
and right after that.
if they want this cooter cat, they better have a house or something,
So
and they
that's
better
so
let
put
you
it
us
on
saying
right.
see.
And if it's a good performance, then
Man,
you know, like I say, maybe later down the
this
line,
get
I'll say, come
good.
on, you come up here.
Let us see. Let us see.
so that's what I'm
What you
saying. Like
doing?
that's your vetting process. Is
Meow,
they got 3 months probation until they get some coochie, and then if you like it, then they can
meow.
move up.
Uh-oh.
I'm not giving them
Uh-oh.
no 3 months probation.
Uh-oh.
If we sitting here and we conversating on the phone and it's a good conversation,
Get the one
and
more,
I ask to
Chris.
see the package and it's the size that I like, I'm gonna go hop on that thing.
Wait, hold on.
And if
Dang.
it's good
Wait.
and we bond like that, then guess what? Yeah, they'll meet the kids. They're gonna take care of them too.
So
Okay, Chris,
you
Chris, I gotta
delicious.
expand on this, Chris. Hold on, can I have the floor, please?
Wow.
Go.
Hey, I
All right,
gotta
This
let
this
expand
is
on
this
this.
is crazy.
I gotta expand on this,
go ahead
bro.
and expand on it. Go ahead and expand on
Bro,
it. Expand on it.
this was me and Chris and what's his name? Mr. How you say your name? Hasim?
Jasim.
Jasim, yes, sir.
Just say
Chris
pimp.
and Jasim was saying earlier, bro, you know, with my situation particularly, fam, you don't know a guy all the way until he get around your kids.
You ain't never lied because then all his true actions gonna come out.
His
And
true ex gonna come out, or you'll know if you dealing with a weak-minded
That depends
individual,
on the
fam.
nature of
Some
the
men
man
get
because
jealous when
some
they
men have
see
a
other
hidden
people's
agenda and they'll play
children,
their
bro.
role. They'll play
Huh?
their role just to get in the door.
Yeah, but also too,
yeah,
the
people are
kids,
manipulative.
the
But you
kids
just saying that
know.
it's based upon if he can crack a good joke and if he can fuck you, right? It has nothing to do with
Woo.
Now
him
that
being.
was a raw answer. I'm glad you gave it like that though, because people need to hear that. Go ahead.
That ain't got
Nah,
nothing to do with
look,
him meeting my
Riri
kids.
know, bro.
That's
It's
what I
past the
said.
internet shit.
I
We
said
just talking.
if it's right and I gotta understand, that got to do with me and my personal business.
Yeah, I
Okay,
feel it.
That
but
ain't got nothing to do with my
But
kids.
But
whatever affects
I
you
like it
affects
from
the
our kids'
kids.
standpoint. Like pleasure is pleasure. We grown, you feel me? But I was saying like, what's the vetting process between picking men ultimately like to actually have like you gonna definitely be at the house with him. He gonna definitely be around your kid. We ain't talking about no smash buddy. We all got that, bro. I'm talking about who you picking for vetting for a man. You feel me?
Yeah,
This is why we having so many
like
kids
I
now,
say,
because
my
it's
dating
all about the
process,
sexual
I'm gonna
criteria.
conversate with them and stuff like that, and I'm FaceTiming with them. Of course, my kids are around, so my kids are going to engage too if I'm really feeling that person.
How
But
many
at the
children
Yeah.
you have?
same sense, like you
Yeah.
said, you'll never know how a person really is until you get them around your kids. It's one thing over the
Okay,
phone. It's another thing when you get them
Riri,
around. Then you
let me
have
ask,
two type of men. Go ahead.
Riri, let me ask you this question. You already gave your answer, but what do you think is making some women to say like, yeah, I'm gonna let my, I guess, the baby daddy come protect me if they're in an abusive relationship? You already said no, but what do you think from a woman's point of view?
I can't answer that question because I'm gonna whoop your ass. You put your hands on me.
That's a fact, bro. Nah,
A
Riri, that's
lot
a
of
fact,
men,
bro.
I mean, a lot of women are timid. I'm not a girly girl. You got to think about it. A girly girl or a woman that ain't never been through nothing, they're gonna be timid and they're not used to men being aggressive or dominant. And I'm sorry, I'm not that.
Now, what did you tell
I'm
me
the
you was
wrong one to
from?
ask that question because I'm gonna whoop your ass. You better not raise your hand at me.
Where he from,
Hey,
Christian? I forgot.
say
Hey,
what now?
Riri, you be beating people up though.
Riri don't
Not
play.
on purpose.
I know she don't play, but like, let's say for instance,
Riri
I
pack
like
a
how she
nine.
said. She said not on purpose.
be honest.
It's not intentional. Like I don't just go around wanting to beat people up.
It's in self defense. It's like, okay, Riri's one of those girls that like she cool with you, but the moment that you cross that line and put one of her kids in line, oh, you gonna see the wrath of her, and there's not gonna be no second thought of it. It's just gonna come with it.
That's worse than a man, bro. I'd rather fight the baby daddy over fight Riri.
Yeah, ask my
No,
baby daddy. You
nah,
know
y'all
he had a
laughing.
black eye
I
on
ain't
me
crack no
before.
jokes.
I know you're serious though. I know you're not. I know you're dead serious.
I ain't crack no jokes.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Riri pack a knife.
I don't pack no damn knife, no gun, none of that. I use these fists and these
What
legs,
city?
honey. I
Where you
clink
from,
clink.
Riri?
I'm from Caldwell
Where's Caldwell?
by Bryan College Station
Yeah, that's the
Country. Oh,
country
you
country.
out there
in
country.
Texas. Yeah, I'm from the country.
Yeah, she don't play that.
That's why she had to go to the house for that Wi-Fi because they don't got 5G out there.
I was in the backyard and I guess it just wasn't reaching where I was at, so I came to
What
the
you were
front
doing in
yard.
the back? Was you smoking that stuff?
Oh my goodness, the jokes is real
I
out
was
here in
on the
these streets.
trampoline trying to work these
No,
legs out.
don't forget the trampoline. It's hot. You was out there smoking the dope.
What though?
Mr.
Weed?
Baker,
I
baby,
ain't
And
got
Mr.
you're
no
Baker,
weed in the
baby,
front of
put
the
the
you're
store
blood
a
out
smoking
too,
on
man.
violent,
house.
Oh
you're a
my
Mr.
god.
Baker,
violent
baby,
black
put the
woman.
blood out too, man.
You're a violent
I'ma
black
smoke in the
woman.
house. I ain't gonna smoke outside because I don't need nobody walking up to one of my neighbors saying, can I hit the blunt too? No.
You
You
know
No,
can
that's
you
put
gonna
ain't
in
come
my
got
for
no
real
blunt?
too. You know
evidence.
No.
that's gonna come.
Tell me about this. You're a violent black woman.
I'm not violent.
Yes, you
She
are.
actually is
That's what the
not,
show is
No,
about.
I'm
unless you.
really
T-
See,
not
here's
She
the
violent,
really
thing.
but I'm
not.
not gonna take no shit
she's
from
not.
nobody.
See,
She really
here's the
not,
thing.
bro.
You
I'm
don't know.
telling you, she's
They
not.
all get violent after midnight.
I actually know Riri. She's not
he
like
said.
that. But if you
He said
just,
after midnight.
oh my god,
Why I got to be
maybe
after
something
midnight?
else.
So what you trying to say? I'm a dominatrix?
I don't know, Riri. I think you're a
Yeah,
freak
you do,
inside.
Baker.
I think
Now
you're
I'm
a
not gonna
freak.
sit
I
here and
think
say that
you're a
I'm not a
violent
freak.
black woman. I think you're a
I'm mixed.
violent
I
black
got white in
woman
me.
with a
So
lot
what
of
you think?
children.
What do you think? The white side do come out, it trickles out, it tickles out, you know, single boo boo.
I think you're a violent black woman. I think you're a freak. I think you're a
Man, Becky,
dope
you think
smoke.
everybody a freak?
You're a dope smoking woman. But on the other hand, you're a good black woman. But you don't have no Wi-Fi, no internet.
You would
I
with the
got
Wi-Fi like
Wi-Fi,
that. You
internet. Yes, I do. I smoke
Who's your internet service
Mary Jane.
provider?
I do smoke
don't
Mary
say that.
Jane. I am not violent.
But you're a
Am I a
freak.
freak? Hell yeah.
You a freak? Hold on. Let me interview you. I got you on the
I
stand
said
now.
hell yeah. I'm not in
Okay.
denial, honey. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Long as it ain't no
And you're
booty play.
violent. And you're violent.
I am not violent. Why I gotta be violent? Because I'm aggressive. I'm passive aggressive.
No, ain't got nothing to do with passive aggressive. You're a freak and you're violent. I get you.
I'm
Oh
freaky,
my
but I'm not
god.
violent.
So let me pose the question,
Oh
which is
god.
the
Here we
topic
go,
of
baby.
this show.
And we got a lot of other people answering. And Callie, you gotta put your input on this too. Go
Do
ahead, Becky.
we need to take care of these? And I think it's more so the
No.
dominant.
Hell no.
No. Let me finish. The dominant culture operate different than these Kushites. Okay? So the difference in the dominant culture versus the Kushite. The dominant culture is the vanilla people. Cushites,
This guy's
the chocolate people. Cushite in the Bible, Canaanite, Cushite. Is this the dominant culture can divorce and still live upstairs in the same house? Cushites woman, she wants you out, but still to pay the bills. Hello.
I'm not doing that.
No, don't be looking over here at this woman because this woman ain't like that. This woman pay her
We don't
own
know.
bills.
We don't know what you're doing.
I'm telling you what I do.
Most black
Becky,
women
you gotta
are
listen.
violent.
Well, we
I
gotta
got
take a word for it for the pod, man.
Hold
We gotta
on,
take a word for it just for the pod, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Brother,
Go ahead, Cap.
brother,
Go ahead,
what
Cap.
are
Keep
you
on.
saying, brother? I'm not like that, brother. I have a job, honey. I
No,
have a
Where you
no.
job.
work at?
We
I
know,
don't
but
depend
he
on no
don't know.
man. I don't
Chris, let
depend
me
on no
handle
man.
this
I have a
woman.
problem with
Hold on,
male
no.
authority.
Wait. Let Cal speak. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
So look, we know, but he don't know. You know, we went to school, we grew up by each other, all that shit. We know you, but he don't. So for the audience, let's just pretend like she's saying facts. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I asked her, what's your vetting process? Fellas, I gotta pay attention, fam, because she just told you all the game right there, fam. You know what I'm saying? If your dick big enough, you're gonna meet her kids, bro. If you could crack a joke, good enough, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times they don't know the full mentality how this man was raised. You gotta meet their mama.
Hmm?
Riri, do you have to meet the man's mother before they get around your kids,
Yeah, I want to meet
is
his family. Stop. I want to meet his family. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to know where he came from, what type of man he is. Do he come from a 2-family home or 1-family home? You know, is he a narcissist? Is he empathic? Does he sympathize? You know, how was he raised? Because if he come with trauma, I don't have time to deal with no extra trauma and take care of
well,
no
but you
man
also know
acting
how
like a little
us as
boy.
black people, this is what we were saying earlier. Us as black people, I'm with my family, right or wrong, right or wrong, right or wrong. Man, my baby mama, my first baby mama was retarded, bro, and
Your
her family
first,
didn't tell
wait,
me.
hold on. Your first,
Yes.
so there's a couple more.
No, I have two baby mothers.
Riri, how many
I have
kids you
I have an
have?
8-year-old by the first one, and I have two more by the second one. I have a total of three children.
Good man. Riri, how many kids you have?
I have 6.
Damn, I quit.
I have
I'm gone.
6.
What's wrong with that?
I got
There's
5 of them
nothing.
here. Hold on. Let me bring them. Let me bring them out.
Oh.
Kids,
6.
Damn.
6. How? 6.
come here,
I ain't
children.
got nothing 6. I don't even have 6 slices of bread in the house.
I have
How many
6
children do you
kids,
have,
4
Mr.
You ain't got
baby
Baker?
no 6
daddies. I
slices of
done
bread.
been
You got
That's
8
married
like the
twice
slices.
and
Brady Bunch
divorced
right
twice.
there.
Wow, 6.
I got
Man,
6
hey,
kids, 4
I
baby
have
daddies.
2. I only have 2
I
by
done
the
been
same.
married twice and divorced twice.
how many siblings do you have, Mr. Baker?
I have 2, a son, daughter, 30, 25, one
Come here.
mother, same mother.
I mean, I don't
This
judge,
this
bro.
is my baby boy
I've seen
Ziri.
large families
Turn
growing
around.
up,
Turn
bro.
around.
I've seen
Say
larger
hi.
families.
This is my
But man, I'm just saying, man, they're beautiful
go.
kids. That's a beautiful young
Hey,
man, but 6
go, go,
kids.
go, go.
This is an
Uh-uh.
adult show. Move them kids out the way. Because I want to ask you a question.
Oh, they in the house.
Shit.
Not,
Micah's like
you
6.
got 6 baby daddies or 2 or
No,
what?
she said she got three.
Ooh, you been
Like, you was
busy.
not
Girl,
paying
you a
attention.
freak.
Yes, close the doors.
Hold on.
Well, no,
Marcus, you a
wait
fool.
a minute,
Hey,
wait a minute.
let me read this
Just
out
to
of
be
Marcus
fair,
a fool.
Mr. Baker, look.
Hey, y'all
Marcus
listen,
said
Marcus said back to
back
the back
championship.
championships.
How many, hey, Riri, how many baby daddies you say you got, mama?
4.
Ooh,
Oh,
Oh,
you just
The
went up. You
first
said,
3 got their own daddy. The last 3 got the same daddy. And I wish the last
wait,
3
wait,
that daddy would have never
hold.
popped up.
Say that again.
ooh.
The
So
first
you got
3.
with the last baby daddy because you were mad at the other two, three?
No, I told you I was married twice. I done been married twice and divorced twice.
who was the problem in the marriage?
The first time I got married, let me tell you something. I was young. I married somebody in prison and divorced him before he got out because he cheated on me with a guard. So
Well, you
that was
know that how
over.
that come.
You've been through a lot. Bow your head. We're going to pray.
I
Yeah,
have
let's
been I
pray.
have been through a lot, but you gotta understand, my life come from I had a lot of childhood trauma and I never had a man raise me. I never had a man teach me anything. So everything I learned by experience.
Okay, so real quick, let me ask you this question, Riri. So, do you feel like when it comes to at this topic at hand, like it's a trauma? So, depending on like a woman's experience of how they may react, if they're going to be, I'm going to whoop your ass, or I'm going to ask my baby daddy. Do you think trauma can pretty much lead up to what action they go to?
It can depend on the type of trauma they were dealing with.
Yeah,
Cause
Marcus,
I
you a
could be
damn
with
fool.
somebody.
Curse them damn y'all.
I could be with
Keep going.
somebody and full fledged
Do
tell
you
them,
have a
hey,
man now?
yes, I have a man now.
Is he the baby, one of the kids, baby daddy, or this is
No,
some new Johnny come
hell nah.
lately?
I'm not going backwards to none of them.
Where you get this man from?
Oh
Where did
Prison?
I
God.
get him from?
You
Off
don't
of
be
the
repeating what the
dating
question.
pool, off
Answer
the
the
dating
question.
pool, off of Facebook.
See, that's the problem. Let me handle this, Chris. That's the
Go
problem
ahead.
right
You
there.
just
See,
go
y'all
ahead.
going on this and that and picking up these hoes
You
and trying to
just-
make them church women and business
Where else
women,
I'm supposed
and
to
you
find
ought
a
to
man?
stop
I don't
picking
go
these hoes.
nowhere. I don't go
In your city, what is the
nowhere.
street that no, what is
Y'all
the
wow.
street that the hoes run on in your city?
I'm paying you a fool.
You need to quit going
I
wherever
don't
you
want to
at.
be outside.
Well, where you got picking up these old raggedy men that off of the Facebook thing
No,
and
no,
stuff,
no.
and
See,
you
no,
don't
my
even
baby
know
daddies
them.
ain't come from Facebook. I knew my baby
No,
daddies.
man,
Like
you
we
got
lived
now.
around each other.
The man you got now is
I met him
Oh God.
on Facebook.
he's a listen. Let
Oh
me tell you what
man.
he is. Listen to me. He's a rapist. He's a molester. He's a robber. He's a thug. He's an abuser. He's violent. He gonna hurt you. Get rid of him and
You ain't
go
got
out
to
in
tell
your
me.
city.
You won't have to tell me
How
twice,
long you
Mr.
known
Pastor
him?
Man,
Let
sir.
me handle this woman, y'all. How long
Hold
you
on, wait a
known him?
minute. Hey Rome, let me give a shout out to Rome real quick. I think he wants to hit. I'm gonna send you the link, but
Sit Rome
hold up.
down for a second and let me answer. Let this lady answer this
Nah, I'm gonna
question.
put Rome on here as well.
Well, bring
So
him
go ahead
in.
and
I'm gonna handle him too.
no, you not.
I ain't scared of nobody.
Why you
Hold up. You
Well,
ain't
bring him
handling
in,
me.
because
We
you're
having
gonna
a
bring somebody
conversation.
in while I'm talking to this woman and I got her on a witness stand. Bring him in. But I need to know because I'm trying to help her.
Okay, look, brothers, let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question.
All right.
Pertaining to the original topic so we can stay on track, bro. Like, what
Yes.
would you do? What would you do in a situation where, let's just say you at the grocery store and you seen your baby mom's and dude was literally like putting hands on her in public.
Call the
Well,
police.
Okay. All right. Let me answer that myself. Okay. If you saying if I was there in the grocery store, I saw it, and my kid was there.
y'all just bumped into each other. Y'all didn't plan it or nothing. You was grocery shopping and you just happened to see a baby mama and her dude grocery shopping, and they get into it and they get physical at the grocery store while you there. What would you do?
If
I
it's
asked
only
like,
one
it's
grocery
no
store,
wait
you
wait wait.
shouldn't
Let
even
me
be in there.
hold on back and wait.
And the
Is the
kid
kid
wasn't
there?
there either.
It's none of my business. I may have pissed off some people with that. It's none of my business because she
Okay,
put
what would
herself
you
in
do if
harm's
you see
way.
what would you do if you just seen a straight up stranger getting her ass whooped by a man in the grocery store? What would you
That's different. That's
It's different.
different.
I'm gonna step in.
do? See, and that's I ain't gonna be
I know
my
it's gonna
honest
sound.
opinion.
I see the direction that he's going when he asks those two different
My
questions.
honest opinion, I'm glad you do. My honest opinion, I feel like that's real petty and basic way of thinking. Either you're gonna defend this woman because she a woman, or you're not going to. Like what dude said, if it's not my business, I'm calling the police for both women. But you can't put it on the Superman cape for some strange woman you don't know
I'm
over
going
your
to the
baby mama.
But
popcorn
all right,
aisle.
but let me go in more detail. Let's say say if she was very abusive. Let's say she pretty much put your life in danger. And like in those, I'm not like say small petty things. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and step in. But let's say she put me through the ringer, put my life in danger, and all that much more. I'm not gonna lie. I may have a moment where I may be like, it's an eye for an eye.
Because you don't know what that man got on him. You don't know if he carrying a
Exactly.
knife. You don't know his
Hey,
Now if
but
mental
it's
state of mind.
that's our job as men, bro. You got to be fearless when it comes to your job as a man, bro. Now, when we talking about like domestic disputes, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you at your house and my kid over there to visit for the weekend. Damn
Hmm.
right, I'm kicking the door in. But if my kid is not there, then you're right. It's not my business.
and
You
Romeo,
feel
I
what
got
I'm
you.
saying?
I want to put this comment too and say like,
Well,
look,
you shouldn't kick the
she knew
door
the
in.
job was dangerous before she took it. That was
Well,
one of the comments from Marcus. I'm
with
gonna
that
get you in, Romy. Just hold on.
with that statement, far as what was just posted about, she knew the job. Everybody knows what job they're getting into when they in a relationship. Now they choose to either to ignore it or they choose not to ignore it. So everyone knows what they're walking into. As that's not any different as if when you get on the highway, you already know you're gonna get a ticket for speeding, or you're not gonna get a ticket from speeding if you go the speed limit. We all know exactly what we walk ourselves into, but we want to make this picture or this image that this person is one way when we see that this person is not what they really are, but what we want to see in them. That's false. Everybody, I agree with
Romy
that.
says something which I don't get. You got to be equal. Now you need to bring him in because I don't know what
Yeah,
he's
I
saying.
ain't gonna lie. I don't like that
I sent
word.
Thank you, Clay.
I
Thank you
sent
so
him I
It's
much.
not
sent him a
equal,
link.
bro. It's
Bring him
not.
in.
I
Is
sent
he
you
afraid?
I messaged he's
Don't
not
look at me about that because I don't think that equal shit
Rome, I
applies
sent
to
you the
something
message
like
if you
that.
get on.
While he getting on, Riri, I need to ask a question to you. Seriously.
Ask.
Now, you have 6 kids.
Yes, I have 6.
If you don't mind, without disclosing a picture of them again, because this is an adult show, can you tell me from the range of age,
My oldest
from
is
one?
13. My oldest is 13.
No, you
He's
just
a.
need to go from 1 to
Oh, you want
6.
me to start from the youngest to the oldest?
No. You just need to go from the average age, starting at the first to the last, and just say 1 to 20. How many of them you got like that? Name the age.
I 13, 11, 13,
I
11,
don't need you to answer all of them.
7.
I'm trying to make a point. So that during those years that you had to update your man, apparently some violence in you or something showed up. I write my notes down because I ain't got some demons showed up in you. Some demons showed up in you, and you started getting pregnant. You kept getting pregnant. That's what started happening, and you start
I
going
kept getting
having. Let
pregnant
me
because I
handle
was
you. You
fucking.
start having sex. That's what I'm gonna say.
I was fucking.
You
Listen,
was
listen,
having.
Linda,
I ain't gonna
listen,
say.
Linda, listen,
Khalid,
Linda. When I was a kid,
listen to
I got
this.
molested
I
from 3 to
get it.
10.
No, don't
And
worry
then
about 3 to 10.
I
You
got
got
molested.
6
Instead of me
babies.
going
You know,
gay, I
Let me
turned
tell you what
promiscuous.
happened. Let me tell
hey,
you
well,
what
hold on,
happened.
Bacon.
Chris, let me
Hold on,
handle
No,
my
listen,
man.
Just
listen.
hold on for a limit.
Before,
Just hold.
listen.
Mr.
When I
Baker got
happened, you
Sit
Mr.
you
down.
Baker
said
got
about me
some
having a lot of
damn.
kids.
She
I
telling the
know what
truth.
No,
I know
hold on,
exactly what happened to me. Yes,
Baker.
yes,
Hold on,
I had
Baker.
a
Let her
lot of
speak.
demons. Listen, when I was a
Chris,
little girl, my mama played
Wait
with
a
a Ouija
minute. You gotta
let
give
board.
people
everybody a
speak.
turn.
She is
Hold
telling the
on.
truth. I like her.
My mama played with a
Because
Ouija
she's talking
board when
about.
I was a kid.
What's that?
And
Oh, that's it.
when she
Okay.
played with it, we engaged with that too. A lot of things started happening to me in my childhood. I didn't understand it.
I
So
got
did
it.
I become
Like, which
very
goes back to what I
promiscuous?
was
Yes,
saying
I
about the
did. I
childhood
was very
trauma.
promiscuous. I didn't have no understanding.
Riri,
Was
we
I
can't
sleeping
blame
around
that.
and
We
making
can't blame
babies?
that on the Ouija board, though, baby. You was horny, mama. You can't blame that
Thank
on
you,
the Ouija
Khalid.
board.
I
Khalid, give me
can't bring the
deuces,
Ouija
Khalid.
board up because that has a lot to do with it.
Go
This,
ahead,
You got
explain,
that
thank
Remy.
you,
Go ahead.
sir.
No,
Ouija
go
Who?
board.
explain.
I'm gonna tell you why I have a lot to do with it because when I was like, I'm gonna say 9 or 10, my mama got the Ouija board thinking it was a game. My
Yeah.
mother, listen, I have a deep story. It's deep, but
So
I
your
have dark
mother not
humor with it.
living?
Baker, let her
Huh?
finish. Go.
Your
No,
mother
finish.
still with us?
Baker, let her
Hell
finish.
yes, yes. That crazy bad out of hell is still alive. Sure is.
Go ahead, Chris. It's your show.
You gotta give
So
everybody a chance to speak.
my mama bought a Ouija board, decided to play with it. She didn't think that she didn't know that it was witchcraft. She unleashed some things. She went and played with it in the cemetery by herself, unleashed some things in the house, and it kind of got up on me and her other children. And yeah, and her
Hey,
other
Uh-oh.
children.
Uh-oh. I'm
Riri,
sorry.
Riri,
And
Riri. Does zodiac signs
yeah,
play a factor into the type of men that you choose?
no, no.
Zodiac signs don't play no role.
I choose. What I look for is a man, a praying man. If I can't pray with you, then there's no reason for me to be with you. If I
But you're
can't
too
study the
busy
word with you,
smoking
but
weed.
this is where I get fooled at. I get with these men and they'll start off at the beginning praying with me, doing those things, but then eventually their true colors will start coming out. Oh,
I
they
was
want to
about to
go
say
out,
that the
they want
true
to club,
colors
they
come.
want to do this, they
Yeah,
want to do that. We're not on the same page.
And oftentimes the true colors don't come out until you're already impregnated. Am I right?
After
yeah.
the
Until
fact,
later
I done
on.
got knocked up.
You
And this
can
is
knock
why,
it.
look,
You
even from
listen,
my own family
Chris.
backgrounds, I would say like
Wow.
my family pretty much preach like take your time because it takes
Hey,
time to actually
audience,
know a
you heard
person.
It
that
was.
right, audience? You heard that
Chris,
right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Hold
I'm
on.
in.
Hey,
Okay,
stop.
Mr.
audience.
Hey,
Hey,
Producer.
bro.
hey,
Give me
audience. Hey,
one.
just let me know, bro. Hey, once you're out of the picture, bro, because the girls, fam, they don't pick them right, fam. They don't. That's clear, obvious proof.
Hey,
If
Stop.
so
they
do that
Yes.
sound like
ever
accountability?
got them
Remember
pregnant,
we
bro.
talked about that?
You know
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna sit
saying?
here and
Hey,
fake and shake and act like I pick them right because ain't none of the niggas I picked was they right. They
And
wasn't.
we
as
all
Why
men,
know
no,
weren't
that.
they
as
right?
men, we
Because
know how to play
first
the
of all,
game. But
like
long
I
enough to
said, I
get the
never had
truth,
a
Hold
ego.
on,
male
hold
It's
on,
role
your
model. I
job
hold on,
never
to
had a
figure out
everybody.
if
man
Hold on.
you
tell
just
me
playing
what
the
was
I,
right or wrong or
hey,
what to look for in a man.
give me a second. I want now. We finally got Romy. Romy, what's up? How you
Well,
feeling?
Chris, I have a question for
Hold up,
you.
hold up, Baker. Hold up, Baker. What's up, Ron? How you feeling?
What's going on, boss? How you doing, fellas?
All
Good.
right.
Good,
This
What's
doing
is
going
good,
on?
doing
Man's
good, doing good.
hot topic. All right.
Okay, I
Go,
kind of I
go,
kind of
go.
heard a little bit earlier, but okay, I'm sorry. I just came in kind of in the middle.
Oh, but
Talk, you got the mic.
go ahead, Becky. You about to say something, but like the
Well, I had
topic
a
at hand is
question,
like,
but let Romy talk because Romy posed one question that was good. Then he went to a second. But to Riri, we have to understand something. Riri, I want to commend you on your honesty. I want to commend you on your truth and your real, and for being on Chris's show. There's a level that most women of the dominant culture and our culture that doesn't take responsibility. Now you got 6 baby daddies. At some point, you should have snapped, crackled, and popped and said, "Wait, I can't keep doing this like this.
I
It's
kept listen. The reason I kept having
wait,
kids because
wait.
I want them.
It's
I
better
wanted
to be
them.
That's her
single.
I was
choice.
about. To, yeah,
Yeah, it's
It
better
was
to
actually
be
my
that's
choice
single.
to keep
that's her
having the
choice.
children,
So
and
was that like
and
a
guess what?
drug
I want two
addiction?
more.
You want 2 more? You don't.
I
You
want two
can't pay.
more. My
Riri,
great grandmother had my great
Riri,
grandmother
that's all
Miss-
11
right.
Hey,
kids.
Mr. Baker, though. Mr.
We
Baker, though.
can't
Mr. Baker,
we
hey,
can't
hey.
pay for those
And
kids,
to
okay?
her defense, though, Mr. Baker, right?
No, no,
She
Khalid, we
was.
can't pay. As the taxpayers can't pay for 2 more of
Hold
her
on, but
children.
I take care of
Well,
my
bro,
kids.
listen, hear me out,
No,
All right,
My
Mr.
you
Baker.
baby daddies
don't.
are
You
not
get
on
Scatter. All
child.
right, hold
Only
no,
on.
one
you
baby
Scatter.
don't.
daddy.
You
Only
get
one
Bacon.
baby
food
daddy is on
stamps.
child support.
Bacon.
You
Hold
Why
on.
is
Let
he on
Callis
child
speak.
stop,
support?
Riri.
stop it. You get
Riri.
food stamps and welfare. It's
I get
taxpayers, and
food stamps. I sure
we
do.
can't take care of 2 or more of your illegitimate children, okay?
They not
All right,
illegitimate.
I'm
She
gonna keep
said she
having
was
them.
No,
married
no, the
twice.
daddies ain't around because she got to get help, Chris. What's
I'm gonna
wrong
keep
with you?
having them. How about that? You're not
Okay,
taking care of them because I have a
we need
job.
to
No, I
block
might
your
have food
womb.
stamps. I might have food
The
stamps,
government need
but
to block.
the same way that
We
you
don't
get
need to
money
feed them.
taken out of your taxes, I get them
No,
taken out
no,
of mine too.
no,
Cause
no.
I
Okay,
work too.
well, we don't. We need to
I
block your
work
womb.
too. I'm
We need
not,
to
It
block
is
your
what it is.
womb.
and I'm
You
not.
having too many babies that
Wow.
you can't take care of, and you got 6 baby daddies,
You're
and now
not the
you want to
daddy.
have
You're
10.
not the one taking care of them. So why is it
How you
bothering
know
you?
she can't take care of the kids,
I'm
Mr. Baker?
taking care of them.
You
Chris
are
taking
not
care of
taking
them.
care of them because
Romy
just
All
how
right,
takes
it's coming
care
so
of
out your
them.
real
taxes,
quick.
Khalid
it's
takes
coming out
care
of
of
my
them. We pay
taxes too,
taxes. And I'm sick
and
of
I
All
do
right.
paying
too,
for.
All right, I'm gonna have to pretty
and I
much
do
mute
too.
some people real quick.
Well, meet
Roman, go ahead
me.
and speak your Roman, go ahead and give your opinion on this.
Oh.
Hey, can I get
Listen,
mine next after him, please?
Hey, after
no,
him.
actually, shoot first, boss. Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
me? Hey,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baker, I think you forgot that she said that she was married. Was you married twice?
No, sir. She's
Yes,
not married.
Yeah,
I said I
that's
was
not
married twice and
illegitimate.
divorced twice.
That's not illegitimate if she was married. That's A. B, we don't know if she can take care of her kids or not. So, and C, we can't defend taxpayer dollars until we come together as a community and force them to stop sending aid to all these other countries, bro. She can have a million kids if she wants to, fam. But we spending more money overseas than we are down here on homelessness and on education. So that's
Go
not
ahead,
even a
Khalid.
problem, fam.
I mean, go ahead, Romy.
We talking about the way that they choose their men right now, fam. Ultimately, you
And
know what
I
I'm saying?
and I
Topic is
honestly said that I
what
have
would
a hard time picking the right man because I don't know how. I never had a real man in my life.
You done had a
Because you the
whole
man.
bunch of men
Being
in your
honest.
life. Quit
Hey,
saying
you the
that.
man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You the man.
You done had a bunch
Pretty
of
much.
children. No, Khalid, quit endorsing this foolishness.
I
I'm
had
not
to be the
endorsing it.
man.
I
If
know her
I ain't
for a
never had
fact.
a
I'm
man
not
come
endorsing
in
it at
and
all.
show me
This
how
is who she
and
is as
treat
a
me like a
person, and we do
woman,
need one more
then
man
what
up
you
here.
expect? I'm being the woman in the man
Okay,
because I
so
get with
let
men
me
that
let
are
me
sensitive like a woman and don't want a man up and take care of
well
shit.
let
I
me
took
bring
care of
up
the
this
men that
and
She
was
I'll
does have
with
a
me.
shut
valid
my
point.
They didn't
mouth.
take care of me.
In Houston, Texas, has the highest
She does have a valid
disease
point.
rate for syphilis, HIV, and everything. So
And
that
I
mean to
have
tell me,
anything, honey.
It's
If
also
you
the
no,
trying to
most
you
get
got
there, I
populated
can bring
city
six,
my
you
in the
got
paperwork out
state
and
as
six
everything.
well.
I
baby
don't
It's
fuck
daddies.
also the
around
highest
like that.
populated. So the number is relative to the population. Yeah.
I understand, Khalid. Let me handle this woman. She got too many
You're
kids
not
to
handling
not have a
nothing.
father, and
I
you
mean, that's
having
her
a whole bunch
choice.
of babies, and you want six more. And
First
But
of all,
Becky,
it
that's
come
her
because
from
choice.
generational curses because obviously it trickled down from my great
quit
grandma
blaming
to
what
my
your mama
grandma
done.
to my
Quit
mama
blaming your
to
mama.
me.
Quit blaming your mama. So your
I'm not
children get
blaming
to
my
blame
mama. I
your mama.
told you I'm popping this pussy and I'm popping them out. I'm
If
choosing
Hello.
these
to do
men,
that.
if these men on here, if Romney, if Chris and Joshima and Khalid believe what you just said, it's violence. Is what I call it. You should not
It's
be
not
in the
violence.
street. Why is it so? Why you can't control yourself?
If I couldn't control myself,
Let me
what are you talking about? With my
Hold on, you about to
anger,
say
or are
something,
you
real
Ron?
talking about
quick.
my
Based
sexuality?
on
Hold
what
on,
you
let
just
Ron
said, you gonna
speak.
Hey,
pump
Hold
real,
on,
real
fist or
quick,
Becky,
whatever.
Becky, hold on.
real quick. What's the need to have more kids? I'm just trying. I came in kind of late, so I missed all of that. What was the reason for
The
having
reason I
kids?
want,
Food
the reason
stamps.
I'm having kids or want a lot of kids is because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
come from a big family. But my
That's a lie.
family has I'm just now finding out a lot of family secrets, family history. I've always been treated bad. I have always been the outcast. So
So
my
what? So
comfort
what?
has
So
came,
what?
how I comforted myself. I'm not speaking about nobody else. How I
Uh-huh.
found comfort is by having children and bringing them up and raising them. That's
So
me.
that's the
Now you might
unconditional
call
love
me a
that
little
you.
crazy in the head or something like that because that's the route I chose to go. But
Mhm.
You need to be on some type of
But is that
protection.
because they're nourishing you with unconditional love, or what? What's I'm trying to figure out. What's
She
the reason?
sure
no,
is
I
multiplying.
would get
She
with them, and
multiplying.
that, like I say, it'll start
Brandon,
off like
Hey,
they'll
do
they'll
that
paint
in
a
the
Brandon,
picture
scripture,
like you're
multiplying
this
big
here.
dog.
person.
I'm sorry, real quick. What's the gentleman's name in the gray shirt?
That's
Justine?
Joshine.
No, you. I do drinking the water right now. What's his
Oh
name?
no, don't call my name.
What's his
Mr.
name?
Baker,
Mr. Baker, he a fool.
Mr. Baker. Hold on. Give her a second, sir. Give her a
you
second to
got
answer.
vodka in that water bottle, huh? You got
Okay, I'm
tequila?
sorry, sweetie. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's
That's
the key
water.
thing.
Go ahead, Mama. I'm sorry.
Because you a little too wide up.
I don't drink no vodka.
Oh, you drink
Come on now.
tequila.
Go ahead, Riri.
Oh,
Go
that's
Riri,
ahead,
that
let,
sweetie.
before you answer the question, Romney, did you
Yes, sir.
pose
No, I'm
that
asking her a
question to
question.
Riri?
I didn't hear her answer though.
Okay, no, did you pose that to her? You asked her a question, right?
Yes, sir.
So, Riri, go ahead and answer Romney's question. But I'm going to ask a
Ooh.
question. Can we classify you as a hoe?
Wow.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I
Becky.
was
Okay, you're a hoe. Go ahead and talk.
in the
Wow.
past. In the past, hold on, let me tell you something. In the past, you can't classify me as a hoe now, but
You
back
just said
then,
you want more
I
back
would say
kids.
then
like
when I
everybody had
didn't
a
know any
past in the
better, yeah, you
past.
could call me a hoe then. But as of now, since I know better and I have knowledge of things, no, I'm not
That's
a
part of
hoe
growth.
because I'm not out here sleeping around. Now, when I was single, was I fucking? Yes, I was. But when I get in a relationship, I'm with that one man. Plain and simple. So how can I be a hoe if I was single and fucking? You
You could
calling me a
definitely
hoe
be a
because I
hoe
was
while you
single and
single,
fucking, or you
man.
calling me a hoe because I was in a relationship and I tried to have kids with the men I was in a relationship with?
I think you're. Listen, I'm not disrespecting you. I think you're a whore now. You're just not understanding
Go
why
ahead.
you're that.
But
No,
how can
I'm
you
not a
not be
whore
Hold
disrespecting
now.
her
on.
when you're calling her that
I
though?
was a whore
I'm
back
just
then.
curious.
Hey, so
She
what
was
do you call
single.
all the men that was fucking on her if she was a hoe? What do we call them?
But here's the thing I want
No,
to
but
I
bring
was
to
a hoe
everybody's
back
there's
attention.
then.
other
Yeah,
Here's
I
the
was a hoe
things.
back
here's the
then. As
main
of
thing
now,
that
no,
Riri
I'm
made
not
a
a
point
hoe.
on. She was single at the time. They got to keep that in mind.
I
Don't
know,
So
but
mean
and she
nothing.
was married too, so
It's
her
a
kids.
difference. All of my
Mr. Baker
children's
just
fathers, I was
being
in
wrong.
long-term relationships with them. It wasn't like I was with them for 2-3 weeks or a month or two and ended up pregnant. No, I was actually with them for like years
Yeah,
and it didn't
that can
work
Haven't
happen.
you
out.
guys had multiple partners though? Everybody else on the panel?
What's that?
I said by that same rationale, everybody on the panel should be considered a hoe. I'm sure everybody's had multiple partners, right?
Yeah.
True. I mean, if you
Speak
want
for
to go
your
by
So
that,
doggone
what
self,
makes a
not
Hey,
what
me.
Mr.
makes a
Rummy,
woman
how
a
many
hoe
kids and
Wrong,
versus a
bro.
grandchildren
man?
do you have,
Because
Mr. Rummy?
men
Rummy,
do the
Hey,
you're not
same
gonna do me
thing.
like that.
hey, bro, a hit dog a holler, bro. Come on now.
Yeah,
No,
dog, holler
I
every
ain't gonna.
time.
But Mr.
hey,
Do you
look,
have
here's a good
anything to
question.
say
Here,
about
look,
the men that lie
Hey,
down with
hey,
her?
Brandon's question is very good. That's what I just asked
Well,
him.
let
So
me
can you
pose
answer
the.
that
Let
question
me
right there? What do
answer
you
this,
have to say
Kareem.
about the men that's laying down with her? Please answer that question, Mr. Baker. Please, because
Wait,
you have
Now
a lot of
this.
wisdom and knowledge up here. I need
Okay,
to know
here's
that. I
what
need to hear that.
happens. Here's what happens. They ain't on here where we can they can testify. She testified to that she's a hoe to those
Honey,
other
but
we
we
could
want
men.
your
call them if you
answer.
want to.
Come
They
on.
know them.
Well, get them
But
We
we
off
could
the
want
put
your
them
phone.
on here.
They ain't on
nah,
here.
don't
but
do
we want
that.
your answer.
Hold
Cause
on,
let me
hold
tell
on,
you
hold on,
why.
hold
Let me
on.
Don't
tell
do
How
you
that.
why
do
they're
I
not on here,
add somebody
Brandon.
to this motherfucker?
I'm gonna
I call
tell
my
you
first
why the
baby daddy
men
on this
are not
motherfucker.
on here.
I can't call the second one. The
Do
second one
y'all
in
want to know why
jail.
the
The
men are
third
not
one I
on here
don't
with
fuck
her?
with. The fourth one scared of me.
Stop cussing. I'm gonna tell you why that ain't the reason. Let me tell you why they're not here. Do y'all want to know?
Go
Hold
ahead,
on.
sir.
No,
Go
This
ahead.
I got
lady,
another phone. I got another phone. I'm finna
this
call one of
lady
them.
don't know who the daddy is, and
You
she
a
can't
lie.
just
The devil is a lie
you
on here because
you
all my
don't
baby daddies
know
Hmm.
got DNA tests.
All right,
because
so we
because
can
of
get
your
back
The,
on
the
track.
behavior.
devil is
Okay.
a
You
lie.
are a
I'ma stop you
promiscuous.
right
Yeah,
Yeah,
there,
we
we
just
got
take
honey.
with
to
us,
put
bro.
I
in
ain't
time
never
on real
not knew
quick.
who my
Promiscuous.
baby daddy was.
You
All right,
foul.
so
No, I'm not foul. You
Yes,
foul
you
for
are.
saying that because
Most black
I know
women
who
that
all my
do
baby
what you
daddies
do
are,
are
and
hold
we
on,
got
hold on,
foul.
DNA
hold
test.
on.
Paternity,
Wait,
DNA, honey.
Irie, hold on. Baker, you'll come back in a minute. So we can come back on track. Going back to the topic of hand.
He was in his
What,
feelings.
like I
Where'd
said,
he
Baker,
go? He's man, Mr. Baker drunk, man. Mr. Baker, you
I'll,
hey,
I'll I'll pull him back in a
He
minute. But
He
mad.
so
hit
What
his
you in your
feelings.
feelings for? Like,
so that we can
hey,
stay
can we
on the
pause
topic.
real quick? Hey, I want to say rest in peace to my boy Kevin Samuels, and I want to send a shout out to Antoine Daniels over there with that platform. Y'all should check that shit out one day. But yeah,
Right.
bro, please let's stay on topic, fam. Instead of calling each other names, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yes. That's why I said
he the
he'll
one
be
called
back
me
in a
out my
minute.
name. I never
Hey,
disrespected him not
we,
one time,
I
called him
know,
out his
yeah.
name.
we good. No, like I said, like we're gonna be on
Oh, I
track.
know, but
So
I'm
like,
finna
I
prove a
want to have
point. I'm finna prove a point.
you don't have to
There's
Ree.
no
Look, it's
reason to,
me,
sweetie.
Ree.
No reason
Oh,
Ree.
to.
I know it
You
ain't no
talking to
reason
me?
to, but I just want to because we is
You-
on, we is
Yeah.
live, honey. Make these
Nah,
views
that's,
go
we
up,
don't have
honey.
to. But real
yeah.
quick, Rom, I want to get your opinion on this. Like, when is it a man's responsibility to always protect a woman, even if that's your ex?
Well, like I said, going back to the other day, man, man, I'm a '70s kid. Like I said, it was me and mom. So, I had nothing but women. I have a grandfather, of course, but everybody else kind of ladies in my life. So that's kind of what I did. I don't care, mine, ex, somebody on the side of the street. Somebody posed that question earlier. Does it matter if it's somebody you don't know or somebody you do know? It shouldn't. That's as a man, that was my job coming up. I was that not on my watch kid. Now I'm that not on my watch man.
Absolutely.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, man, we got a lot of cowards out here putting hands on women. Like I said, I don't agree with the name calling, especially when, come on, man,
Hold on,
we
but
all
then
we all in
then
the
he labeled me as
we all in the
abusive.
glass house. So I know everybody on here didn't had multiple partners.
For
But
I
then
sure.
can't
he labeled
imagine.
he
Right.
also labeled me as abusive, and I'm trying to figure out what makes
But
me abusive if
yeah,
I don't hit first. He never asked me what happened as to why I beat up my baby daddies or why niggas get beat up. I
Now,
don't
know
just
how?
go around whooping niggas. You disrespect me and you come at me that way. I can't take verbal abuse too much. Or
right.
if you put your hands on me or you're in my reach, I'm gonna fight you. So that makes me abusive. I'm
We
asking
know
all you
that.
fellas.
Self
I
defense.
just think maybe he got the wrong vibe because we kind of know you, me and Chris. So it was hands down like, oh yeah, she for sure finna beat. Ain't nobody beating up on Riri, and I think he just ran with that shit. You are a very special guest. We need like a regular girl too. I'm glad you here, but we need like one regular girl too, one that
I
can't beat
would
up
be
on
a
no
regular
man.
girl.
All
I
right.
don't mind being on the show. I want to be on the show, but at the
I'm
same
No,
sense,
you're supposed to be
no.
here. But you
I'm not
part of
finna
the
let
like part of
nobody
the
try and
2% of
belittle
women
me
who
or
don't
bash
need
me
no
because they
protection from
feel
no
some
man.
that's their opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but
Right.
you're not gonna belittle me or bash me and make me
Yeah,
like
for
I'm
sure.
less than what I
Most
am.
definitely. Most
All
definitely.
right.
Most
And then
definitely.
Callie, you do have a point too. I invited other women on here too, pretty much. So because I didn't want to have like an all biased panel, but like maybe on the next time, like we can get some more on here, and I'll invite them again. But like this is also great information. I'm gonna put this comment on here as well, and then we have this. Like it's like the Bible. Everyone wants to talk about the women who commit adultery, but wasn't in the room by herself. And also,
Absolutely.
Brandon, you had another point, and actually, I'll make sure you know the message in a minute so you can hop on. But you had this comment. I don't know why the physicality taking place between them. I'm a most my like my mind. My business is because I done seen too many dudes get hurt in the bad or worse trying to save someone, which is also true. I mean, that happens all the time, even statistically. Like the number one killer for African Americans is domestic violence. So you have that view as well.
Mm.
I just think, fellas, we need to practice better dick discipline so you won't get in those positions in the first place. Because, like what they just said on the
Hold on,
comments,
y'all.
though, a lot of us are victims behind going rescuing people. You feel me? But at the same time, was that brother that died a few months ago? Trouble. He was just messing with a girl just at her house, and her baby daddy came home and shot him.
Mm.
You know what I'm
And I,
saying? We just living in the dangerous times where I'm sorry to say this, Riri. I hope she don't hear me, but fam, we live in a time where it's hard to say this. This ain't politically correct, but I gotta say it, fam. Like
let's get into
girls
it.
having too many choices and they emotional thinkers and they don't necessarily think shit all the way through by the time they make their decisions. And a lot of times the children are affected. The men who had children with them are affected. And because the world has a woman's back naturally, she's gonna get the support she needs with or without
And I
you.
thought I was the only one thinking that too,
Well,
because a lot of times,
I agree with you to except for one point. You said when you made the statement in regards to they are starting to get emotional in their decision. Women have always been emotional in their decision.
Well, but
No,
but that's on
and
top of
that,
having all so many choices, though.
but they've gotten even worse in their emotional. They've always been an emotional creatures. That's the way they were always designed. That's the always they're going to be. But at the same time, women have gotten in, like you said, they. It's like putting a kid in a candy store or in the toy store. They're
Yeah.
gonna go buck wild, and it's in the same concept for as females in their emotions because they're not. Most of them are not regulating their emotions because they're either like Riri explained earlier, because I'm sitting here listening, it's trauma. And sometimes the emotion comes out on top of the trauma. And some females don't seek help for trauma. They might go to counseling, but guess
mm,
what? That don't mean they're implementing the practices, the things they need to do to get better. They are not open-minded because they're still in an emotional state and they're going to always be in an emotional state. So you have to approach them in a different manner because they're emotional. For us men, we're more logical. So that's why there's always that conflict. But until women become a little bit more balanced in understanding the logic side and not always the emotional side in response, it's going to always be this problem. It's going to always continue to get worse. And then what's going to end up happening is what is going to always continue to be, which is pointing the fingers at everybody else and not look at oneself first.
And it starts with yourself first. You got to do some self-examination, and like I said earlier, if the woman have trauma and she ain't never dealt with that trauma, she will. The men that she picks, she won't see through her trauma, and then what she's picking the men that she dealt. You know what I'm saying? The past trauma. Those are the men she's seeking out, not intentionally, but
But
that's what she knows.
just
I
so y'all know,
honestly think that we
now
found the root of domestic violence, people. Because honestly, I have a lot of trauma my goddamn self. A lot of us do, and you put the trauma and trauma together, and that's how you end up with a toxic household, bro. It's not all
and
on
you
women when it comes to the trauma and the depression and the bullshit. You know what I'm
The
saying?
depression comes after. It comes after when ain't
Absolutely,
nobody listening, and that's for both parties. You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? If
And
your
I think
partner's
that
not
I
and
think
I
that a
listening,
lot
agree.
of us do
And
end up trauma bonding with people instead of actually getting to the root of the issue
But
And
see,
with both of
but
y'all are trauma bonded, that's definitely a recipe for disaster whenever y'all faced with some real problems.
but the thing
You know what
about
I'm
it
saying?
is the biggest problem is not just that. The largest problem is dismissing the stereotype that going to counseling makes you weak in the black community.
And
which
it
is a thing
doesn't.
of
If
culture.
if if we get rid of that,
I
we
don't
will.
remember hearing that.
I wish
Oh,
more.
Okay,
I
oh
miss.
but,
I
man,
wish. I
but
you
really
hold on,
think
yeah,
you
more
I
go
want to make
around
sure I
and
get
black
this
I don't
comment
men
out.
and
remember
you
black
hearing
ask
that.
women
black
need
men,
help.
you ask any black man, go around, just go around asking just general questions without them, without you cueing them to say a certain thing. Just ask, hey man, would you go to counsel? First thing out their mouth, oh hell no. If you
It's gonna
ask
be
certain
screaming.
married guys,
I mean, but you
they're
gotta.
But you
gonna
I
got
say
to think
ain't
about
gonna
it.
hell
You
no.
But
men were raised to be so hard and not show
That's
y'all
me.
feelings and
that's my
No,
emotions.
point.
that's
me
right.
That's
But
personally, if
that's
I ask a black man that question, brother, usually what I will hear is, I could use it, but I could find way better things to do with my money than that, and that's a
That's
fact.
the thing right here. You hit it on the
right
head
there,
right
but
there.
it's still the
That's a
right there.
same.
fact.
Yeah,
Right.
but
But
that's the
me,
main
If they
me
had
problem.
free
being one that
counseling,
have
It's
that
it's
took
the
the time
same
out.
thing, but that's just using that as a way of saying I'm not going to
it's
counsel.
not
It's
a
just the
crutch
same
at
Okay,
thing.
all, bro.
all right, yeah,
And
yeah. Hold
most
Now,
on, hold on. I
listen,
men,
want to make
and
sure.
I
all
I
have
want,
honesty,
That's
taken,
a
though,
I
fast
have went
fact,
to
hold
bro.
on,
therapy and
I
went
want
to
to make sure I get
counseling
this
and things
comment in.
like that,
yeah,
and
most men
it
understand it
does
anyway,
help.
though.
It's
Wait,
beneficial.
all right, hold on. So, as a real father and man, it can cause harm to the son, physically, emotionally, I mean, mentally or emotionally. As a father, I'm obligated to protect him. I'm showing you for him, not necessarily her. I'm removing my son from that environment. I agree with that as well. Also, Brandon, check your messages because I sent you the link. So, like, if you want to hop on, do that now before we close out because the link is there for you. And then you had one other comment that said, God is not the author of confusion. We do things the wrong way,
I agree
and
with him
that's
on
why we
that.
end up in tough situations.
I agree with him on that because we go off of the flesh and not the spirit. If we're gonna go there, and that's why there's so much chaos because that's all that we're doing. We're not trying to connect with the spirit. We're always reacting on the flesh. And until then, we're gonna continue to be in so much chaos. That's why the world is so messed up. That's why they sending money to Ukraine as much for a country that don't really respect black folks. That's why you have homeless out here that's increasing. That's why you have 1% or 0.5% of the U.S. population that are veterans like me that's getting screwed by the government, but you giving more money to the damn rich and the poor. You
What
have
branch were you in, boss?
Air Force.
Man, thank you for your service, brother.
Appreciate the service,
Get it.
bro.
So I mean, you have all this chaos because we continue to do wrong and we know we're doing wrong, but we still want to do wrong, and then we play the game as I don't understand why this is happening to me. And we're gonna be real about it. We all do it. I don't know why it's happening, but all along what you were gonna do was gonna end up being in this kind of situation, but we still do it anyway.
And I want to bring this to a point too. And we just we talked about this. The people that we choose basically a reflection of ourselves. And a lot
Absolutely.
of times when we see this situation happen, especially in an abusive relationship, that's still a reflection of you. Like you chose
Right,
this person. You may have
right.
wanted to see the betterment of him or her, but then in the
Mm.
day you still chose that person. And then a lot of times I think we hate to accept accountability for it. And it's like
That's
it's one of those tough to swallow kind of things.
The
that,
toughest thing is for people to take accountability for their actions.
and
Nobody
and
wants to take accountability for their actions. Everybody want to be right.
and you know what,
Well,
Riri,
I ain't gonna lie to
Riri,
you,
I
fam.
I, I I agree with you, Riri, because the reason why I agree with you so much is because they think it's easier to not take accountability when it's really easy to take accountability because then when people see you taking accountability, you gain more respect. People
Yep.
look at you completely different. Then people can feel like you're trustworthy. But it's the opposite. Like what you said earlier about the evilness, it's all in the flesh. We know that we need to be this way, but we just choose because
Brandon, hop back on.
like
I was about
like
to bring.
Brandon said, when it comes to God, God gave us the right to what? Choose. So we
Hmm.
choose to
Choosing.
do that way. We choose to act a certain way. We know better, but we just don't want to do better
I
because
feel like
that's a choice.
our
And
flesh
real
is
quick,
the
if
sheep. I mean, I feel like our flesh is the wolf, And I feel like our spirit is the sheep, and we're always battling with that wolf, because what is a wolf's nature? You can't take a wolf out of the woods and turn it into a dog. You can never change, train it. That's our flesh. But then I feel like if we have God and our spirit, we're like his sheep, you know what I'm saying? And when we talk to him and we pray to him and we ask him for guidance, then he come to us through the spirit, and he lead us, and he get us out the way, take us from that flesh.
Now
All
he
right.
does do that, but we still have a choice whether to listen to him or not.
Right.
That's my point. And the
All
reason
right.
why we stay in so much chaos because
Free
we
will of
choose to
Mark.
ignore him.
All right, real quick. Brandon, can you hear us? Brandon,
Can y'all hear me?
we can hear you
Yes,
good.
sir.
I want to give you an opportunity to speak on. I know you was dropping a lot of great comments earlier, but go ahead and speak in person.
All right. First of all, how everybody doing?
How
Doing
doing, brother?
good.
Good evening.
Man, I appreciate this conversation. It's a real conversation. I've been married for 12 years now. I had my first child, my oldest son, from his mother. We're no longer together. He's the oldest. I got two girls, daughters, younger than him. Me and my wife been married for 12 years. This is a real conversation. Um, First, I would like to say, when his mother and I we split, we separated. The conversation was with any guy she ever got with, right off the bat. Me and her, we never had anything else going on, but uh, I met every man eye to eye, face to face, and it was simple. If my son good, you good, she good. If my son got a problem, I got a problem,
Mhm.
and you got an even bigger problem.
I like
Um, First of all, we have to go back to where all this comes in at, and it's doing things out of order. Even
Yeah.
with my son, you don't think about when you're a young man, young woman, you don't think about the hurt, the struggle that a child you're gonna cause a child to have when you're out and you just messing around with multiple partners or one partner without being married. You don't think about having to drop your child off at the house and he got to go with his mom and he's trying to figure out why I can't stay with you and her or why we all can't be together. That plays a psychological, mental, emotional state on that child, and we don't think about it. We don't know. We really don't know. We half of us we was children when we was out having sex. You know, of that sort. But at the end of the day, if you do things the right way, get to know a person before you even have sexual, that sexual encounter, that's a spiritual thing. That's two people becoming one. That is so bigger than the feeling that you get out of it. If you really break it down and get to know a person and y'all date
right,
and y'all get married, it's gonna
right.
be harder for you to just walk away from a marriage that y'all took time to build and that history is there. So that's
Mhm.
the first thing we get wrong. Then we be so tied up in I don't like this person, she don't like me, I don't like her, to where it's not even about the child anymore.
Right.
Um,
I
and
agree.
that's where a lot of this comes off. You can't get two mature adults that's put their feelings aside regardless of how the relationship went.
Exactly.
Put that aside, and what really matters, and it's the child. You know,
Yep.
forget everything else that everybody is talking about. It's that child. That child didn't ask to be here. It's the
Mhm.
child. You got to put self aside, regardless of if this person cheated, this person did me wrong.
Chris, bring him back. I like him. He
Yeah, what
talking some
happened?
real stuff.
Yeah, he came from some real sense. As soon as like he gets a good signal, I'll bring him back. I'm just
But
trying to get.
but he basically saying facts. He's saying facts. And 12 years, I commend them for 12 years. Hell, I've been married, just made 26 years this month. So I mean,
Congratulations
I'm
on
I'm
that, man.
just I'm speaking on just 26 years of going through marriage, seeing things and good and the bad, the ups and the downs, my mistakes, my wife's mistakes. I'm just telling you from experience for being married and being with someone that long. if we don't start looking at ourselves first, and like Brian said, we're gonna have a problem. And then and it's not really too much. I agree with Ruby when she says generational curse, but we can't hold on to that
No, we
because,
gotta break it.
but like you're right, we have to break it, but we have to do it in the right order, like Brandon was saying, in the right manner. If we're not doing it in the right order, in the right manner, we might as well not be doing it at all and continue to go with the flow with the curse.
I'm
Hands
not
down.
gonna lie, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want to be Mr. Negative, but I'm sorry. We in North America. It's 2024, and marriage doesn't mean shit. I'm
It
sorry
I
for
mean,
my
to some
language.
people
It
it
does.
don't.
well,
To
No, no,
some
no,
people
no,
it
no.
do.
Bro, a
it
marriage,
Yeah, I
a marriage
still
license ain't
like
nothing
get
but
to
you just gotta get a divorce.
No,
Fam,
it's okay.
nothing is
Listen, like I
keeping.
said, I've been
It's
married
not how
twice and I've
it
been
was.
divorced twice.
This ain't
But
how marriage was intended to be. You said it yourself. You got divorced how many times? Twice.
but you don't understand. You're not letting me finish what my situation was. Everybody's situation not the same.
right.
Like I said, I went through
Mhm.
a lot of shit, and I hopped into the marriages fast because I wanted that love, I wanted that passion, I wanted that commitment. I wanted to be one with the person that I got married to, but they weren't. Oh, they weren't trying to be my equal. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't
Mhm.
with me to be with me to to start a family to grow
But you
and
already
build.
engaged in holy matrimony at that point,
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't that. So
So who left with the divorce? Who left? And I ain't trying to be in you know, it's no
I left
judgment.
both times. And if you think about it, the woman
You
leaves more
heard
than
that,
the
fellas.
man.
You heard
A
that,
woman
fellas.
will divorce a man faster than a man will divorce a woman.
I'm glad you said that. I'm
Yeah,
glad you
And
that,
said
yeah.
that.
it's the
That's true.
truth. It is the truth. Because at the end of the day, y'all, we wear our feelings and our emotions on our sleeve. So we're very emotional, and it might be something that ain't really bad, but we feel like we can't handle it. And then at the end of the day, y'all not taking accountability for y'all shit and y'all not helping us, and we're mentally unstable. We're gonna want
Okay.
to leave. And
Okay.
then a
Let
lot of times the men don't put their foot down and be like, hey babe, let's go to counseling or therapy, let's work through this. They just be like, fuck it and let the woman go. They don't fight
okay.
for their
Nah,
man.
hell
Okay.
no.
So let's put it like this. Now there was something that my wife told me, and I thought it was it hit. And you guys might disagree, but she made a statement when we had a conversation similar to this. She was like, the person you with is a reflection of your level of your maturity.
And that's what I said earlier too.
You did say that earlier, and that's true.
But I learned
That
it
is
from the
really
sim. I
true.
won't go
Whether
into the lie.
whether
What,
whether
what if
people want
what
to
if you're
believe
the
it or
type of
not, that's
person?
true. And if
What if
you
you're
got
the
a
type of
low
person?
vibration, you're gonna attract
Because
low
you really don't
vibrational
know,
people.
because people say they know themselves, but some people really don't know themselves, and then they hook up with somebody that don't even know themselves.
I didn't know myself for the longest. Do you
We
think I
we
got
keep
6 kids just because I wanted? I got 6 kids because I was exploring and experimenting and trying to figure myself out. But see, I never took the time out until now to get to know myself for who I am and learn me. Back then I wasn't trying to get to know me. I was trying to get to know them. I wanted them, not knowing that I had to learn me first. In order for me to be happy, I had to make myself happy first. You got to love yourself first. And I honestly did not know how to love myself. I didn't love myself. So I got
And
into
that's what I
a
agree
lot
with
of
Riri on.
fucked up situations.
I agree. Don't
Um,
know how to do
by
because
Archie
we're not taught that
comments.
early from our parents or anyone. Most of us are not taught that. So we're just winging it until we
Right.
get older. And then we start realizing, damn, something is not right. Let me figure this. Let me take the time to figure this shit out.
can I
Because
can I share this with y'all
Right.
though?
Hold on, just real quick. I want to make sure I make this comment. Archie said it's a choice. My ex-husband still to this day take care of my daughter because he sees her as her daughter. It was his choice to still be in her life. So, want to make sure I got that in. Go ahead, Khaled.
Um, I was raised to date women based upon where I'm going instead of where I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? And many of us who have fathers, I'm sure your daddy told you the same shit if you had that talk with him. You know, if you're a college student and let's just say you're a college student and you start dating and messing around however you do, bro, and you meet people, you might want to stick to a woman on your level or where you're going, right? That's obvious, right?
Mhm.
So when
Right.
you do that, you get with a woman who thinks emotionally, Like what y'all just said, you who you're with is a reflection on where your maturity is.
Mhm.
That's here. No, that's kind of touch and go because I'm dating based upon where I'm going, right? Well, then you get with this woman and she's like, well, he has potential, but you got a certain amount of time to show me this potential before I stop believing in you, right? This is my story.
That's
A lot
my
of
story too, and I
people
didn't like that
we've
either.
already had like two kids or one kid, whichever one of my baby mamas, and of course it wasn't moving fast enough for them at that moment. But of course, when they left, I had all the time in the world to figure myself out and do what I was supposed to do. And now I'm in a position where I can take care of all three of my kids, no problem, no issue.
Mhm.
But it's already the decision has already been made that you don't want to be with me no more. And now we have a broken family and shit is difficult for both of us.
And I may be wrong, but that was
Okay.
her fault.
That's
Her
that's why I
loss.
keep trying to tell y'all marriage doesn't mean shit when you're dealing with women that are this emotional that have so much choice. If this was a country
I,
where
I
if you want to
I
get
see what you're
divorced, bro,
saying, but I have to agree to disagree because we choose to see what we want to see, not what we need to see. And that's the reason why we end up in the situation that we're in because we choose to see what we want to see and not see what we need to see until it's too late.
at this point, life is
Let me
real
ask a
enough
quick
for you to
question
see
though.
what it
Real
is.
quick
Period.
question.
Not really what you want or what you need to see, but you seeing it like that's what we say. It is what it is. You know, me, Christian, our generation, we say it is what it is because you know you see it for what it is.
Right.
But
Quick.
Only a
is
Uh,
woman
it
gets to
uh,
see
but
things for
everybody
how she
okay.
wants to see it.
Let-
Us
let-
as
let-
men, we have to
okay, so
live with what it is.
okay, so
Quick.
let me
Quick
ask you let
question.
me ask
wait,
you
wait,
this
wait. Let,
question.
let,
Quick.
let
Quick
Rome
question.
speak.
Quick question. Hey, and I don't know if you guys know this. What's the divorce rate right now versus what it was, say, 30 years ago?
Come on, man.
Hmm?
Come on, man.
Anybody have an idea?
I could Google it, but I don't
Um,
want to get kicked off the
I mean,
stage every time I
I
swipe
mean,
off.
would you gather to say it's a lot more now than it was 30 years
Oh
ago?
yeah,
it's
most
Absolutely.
way
definitely.
more
Oh
now.
So
yeah.
And
now
then
my
you got to think
question
about the
is, and of
younger
course he
generation. The
said this
younger
earlier.
generation, they not out here. Oh, they wild. They fucking with him, her,
hold on, okay.
her, and him, and they
Yeah,
fuck them
it's
girls
getting
fucking on
worse.
each other. And then
Yeah.
she got her boyfriend. Her boyfriend got a boyfriend, and they
And
ain't
then out
telling
of that,
that
nobody
he
wants
got
to
a
work in it.
boyfriend, and she
But
But
it
said
nobody
sounds
that
like
she
want.
as a
gay,
Nobody
but
husband,
her
he
wants to
needs to
be
do a
boyfriend
working.
better
done turned
job
into a
teaching the
Nobody.
girl.
kids of how
Nobody.
to love themselves, how to respect
That's it.
themselves.
And nobody wants to work
Going
through
out there on a
anything.
limb.
I really got this question. This
I
this
agree.
really this really fucks with me. This question right here. So why do I want to know why do these men get? They say that they gay. Get
Uh-oh.
with a
I don't know
woman. The
nothing
woman
about
say
that.
that
I
she's
couldn't help you
gay.
with that, baby.
I don't know nothing
No.
No,
about
no, no.
that.
But they go together. They go together. The man and the
you
woman go together, but they
got to ask
switch. Like
another
the
group of
man,
guys.
he's
Yeah.
feminine, and then the
Mm.
woman, she's
Dog don't
masculine.
bark like that.
They're not. But what I'm saying, that's a heterosexual relationship, correct? It's
That's a
still
dating
a
conversation.
Uh,
it's still a heterosexual relationship, right?
Mhm.
What you trying to say, Riri?
When a gay boy, a lot of these men now call themselves. Some of them, I'm not gonna say all, but some of them be like they're gay. And then they get with a woman, and the woman be masculine, and she's gay. But how the fuck is that? That's a heterosexual relationship. They
I'm
just
trying to
switch,
follow you, bro, but I
bro.
can't.
I lost you, man.
mm,
Okay, because I have some friends. The boy gay. He's gay, right? Say he's gay. But if you're gay, that means you like pussy. But he don't like boys. He like women. But he like masculine women.
9 times out of 10, he was raised by his mama and didn't have his daddy around at all.
Yeah,
And
That
his
was me.
mm,
girlfriend,
No,
his
that's
no,
it.
that was
girlfriend
me,
is
and
a
I'm nowhere
stud.
near
But
that.
how are you a stud if you don't like pussy? You like dick.
It was
Yeah,
me and mom, and
it's
I'm
still.
further
I
from
see what you're
that.
saying. It's a lot of that going on. Nah, it's just we live in North America in 2024. For people getting gender reassignments and still dating the other. Like say for instance, it's a man that switched to a woman and a woman that switched to a man, and then
I
they
was
get
getting to
together,
that. You
and
ain't
then they
even let
get
me get
together.
to that. How the fuck do you get a sex change? It's still man and woman together. You say you don't want to be a single mama, right?
It's what I
Then you
just
turn
said.
into a man, and this man got a peen. He turned into a woman, but he still got his dick. Then he impregnates you, and he leave you for another bitch. But you are the dude now. So now you're a single daddy instead of a single mama. Make that make sense.
I'm a
Yeah,
single
baby.
dad.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey Riri, I'm gonna go with RC on this one. I'm gonna say that question for Storm when she gets back. I was
Swing
trying
and
to
a
bring
miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that. We're gonna bring that question on that
Cause that's
episode.
confusing. That's I'm
Ooh,
Hey,
lost.
you
I'm
gotta
lost.
bring Pops
that's
back in for
another.
I'm
that
trying
That's
to
one.
tell
that.
y'all, man. There's too many choices in this world and in this country. If shit went back to how it is, like in other countries, bro, if you got caught stealing and you lose a hand, you get your hand chopped off, motherfucker wouldn't be stealing.
That's
You
in the
feel
Middle
me?
East.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a Muslim, so I kind of agree with a
Yeah.
lot of stuff over there, you know,
Mhm.
because that's without that type of discipline, this is why we have these type of situations where she's talking about a lot of things that we going through because we had too
Mhm.
many open choices with no repercussions. You know, me as a single father, fam, I got custody of one of the three. You know what I'm saying? I still see all of my kids all the time, but I got custody of one of the three. And when I tell you, bro, there is no men and children, fucking homeless shelters. There's no
Mhm.
resources for single fathers. Absolutely not.
No. And
And you're
I
right.
can agree
You're
with you
right.
on
Absolutely
that.
not.
It
And as a
seems like
man
it's
who has
harder
to
for the
support three
men.
children, I make too much money for fucking food stamps.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? As a man who has to support three children, I never have housing because I make too much money.
Hmm.
But is it like that for a woman? No. So she can have six kids willy nilly. No disrespect to you, but she can
No,
have
no,
six kids
I'm
willy
in
nilly.
agreement with what you're saying because I understand what you're saying, but it's also women that's like me that got kids and like okay, take
Handling
prime
their
example.
business. Salute to
My
those women.
sister have
Salute
five
to them.
kids and she's married, right? Her
Yeah.
husband works in the oil field. My sister's married. They can't get food stamps because they saying that even though he's not on her stuff, they're saying that she make too much by working at a kidney place. And she really don't. So she's struggling on that note. You know what I'm saying? But for you men, it doesn't matter. Like even if you got your son now, they don't offer Medicaid for you to take care of your son to make sure that your health is okay and in check to make sure that you taking care of your child, right? They
Yeah.
don't set out
Screw
funds
job.
for you to go
Screw
look
job.
for housing for you to go stay because you're a man. Like go pee in the bathroom.
So you saying that? So you just proving my point. As a woman, you get the double dip.
I'm
You get the
telling you,
double
yeah,
dip.
that's how it is. I
If
mean,
this
I
But
don't make the
man ain't
rules. Life
but
ain't
let's
fair, and
if
that's
this
but
man
really what's
not
going on.
100% fucking perfect,
but let's
if
also
he
be
is not
real.
100% perfect, I'm finna divorce you. We finna have a broken family. My kids don't think it's normal. I'm not trying to get on you. I'm just saying that that's why
No,
we
I
are.
don't. I'm not taking it
That's
like
why we at.
you
That's
getting
why
on
we are
me.
where we
I
at right now in
understand.
But
society, bro.
but let's be real. It has always been the strategy of the government to tear down the black
The black
home.
family,
Absolutely,
And
and that's why I'm
because
so
We
upset
just
because they
made
put
that
their
and
father in
What?
this
same
shit.
food
episode.
stamps and
and
all of that
not
other
just that,
stuff
they don't want
is
the
a
women to work. They
replacement.
don't want us to work. Like if you getting government assistance, you can only make a certain
Ooh,
amount. You know what I'm saying? Before they
This
cut all
Wait,
that shit
how,
out.
how
that's
do
that's a
you
free
how do
topic.
you tear
I
down the black community?
well, you divide and conquer.
Absolutely,
No,
Eh,
no.
yes, you do.
You kill the head and the body gonna follow.
that's true. I mean, yeah,
The man
the
is
same
supposed
thing to
the
the
man's
word.
supposed to be the man is supposed to be the head of the house. So if I take the head out of the house, then
I'm agreeing
I
with
done
Gary
already
on that
got
one.
you. That's
Because
why
if
they
you make
give a
the
lot
man,
of
I'm
assistance
agree.
to the women and
And I
not the
was
men
about to say
because
that.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
help
I'm
the
agree.
man because the man can mend the family. The man can bring the family
And
back together. But if I mean,
that
it's
is a
like right
divide
now,
and conquer.
my son been living with me for a year now. I've been on child support for over 14 years. This whole year that he been with me, it's been a struggle to take myself off of child support. He been in the house with me, but I'm still paying child support to this day. Why? Because if I can keep the man down, if I can keep him down, then the rest of the family gonna crumble. Kill the head and the body gonna chop somebody's head off right now. That body might give a little bit more air, but sooner or later it's gonna fall. It gotta
But I
go.
ain't gonna lie to you
And
though,
and
brother.
and
And
it
that
it
still
goes
go back to
back
what I
to
said, just
it goes
divide.
back to the first thing a woman do is what? Run to the attorney general and she put the man on child support. But what you just did was take power from yourself. Now you had a system. Now you had a government telling you how to raise your child. When you able to see your child and when the father is able to see the child. It's not, it just don't go one way. That's
Hold
why I
on, but
get
see,
frustrated with
you
men
gotta
who
correct
say,
that
and
because you got bitter baby mamas that go and put their baby daddy on child support.
That's
Then
what I
you
was
got
just
where the
about to say.
state, then you got where the state will pick up the shit and put you on child support.
Hey, can I
No,
speak to
they don't
Brandon?
just pick you up.
To
It's a
Brandon's
reason why
response?
they pick. It's
They
a reason
because
why
your
they
child
pick
is
you
on
up. It's
Medicaid and
because you
things
went and
like
got
that.
on
If
sis.
say for instance
Yes,
the
there
dad
you go.
don't
There
work,
you go.
say for
Well,
instance the
look,
dad
hold on,
don't work,
100%.
or
look.
But
if he is working, like you say, it separates the family. So if the dad work, they're expecting the dad to put the child on all the stuff. They're not expecting you to go half on it with the mama. They expecting you to do it all, which I feel like that's unfair. Y'all went half on a child together, so why ain't half of the bill? Why ain't the bill split in half? Why ain't all the finances, school clothes? Why that's not split in half? Why they making the man pay for all that?
Well, that's
I'm
because
I
they
can't answer
trust
that
him.
question, but I just went to a review right before my son came to live with me. And I finally got enough sense, and I thank God.
Oh, dang, he got off.
He got lost again.
Hey, but look, I wanted to add something though. I'm not gonna lie, fam. That child support shit ain't necessarily all bad, bro. Like, in all
It come with
honesty,
benefits, but like I
please no, hear
said,
me out, hear me out, hear me out. If my family was all under one roof, right,
Wait, I think
fam,
Brandon just
the
got.
amount of money
I'm
and
sorry, I don't
attention
know
and
why I'm
time I
having a
could
hard
spend
time
on
with
my
the
family
connection.
would be way much more than what the attorney general is gonna award you for shit show. That's that's probably like some bare minimum shit that the attorney general gonna tell you to pay, bro. Most of the time, I know guys that put themselves on child support so they don't have to have no disputes on seeing their kids. You know, you got some baby mamas who want to regulate how long you can see your child for. You
bitter baby mamas.
exactly.
Yep, I agree.
So running the child support, a lot of niggas go put themselves on child support, but then child support awards the
And a
woman
lot
way
of them
less
put
than what
themselves
he
on
was
child support
already
and still
given.
don't get to see their kids.
And they
Right.
say, yeah, you're right. Well, no, they do actually. Yeah,
But
you can call the laws on the
Well,
women for
now,
that.
yeah, now, but I'm saying
You
back
can.
then, a man could put himself on child support and it was not enforced.
Yeah, we talking about right now. I was just
Right.
raised to believe that a nation can rise no higher than its woman. I could be the best. I'm the best daddy in the world to my kids. I'm a hero. But because the decisions that their mothers made in the past, you understand? She got to hear that all her life. I want to go to daddy's house. I want to go to daddy's house. You left and went somewhere to stay with somebody. I'm not saying that without me that would have been, but what I am saying that, yeah, bro, you picked the right person to have a child with, but then you decide that you want to do other. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of women.
Now I
Like
know this
you
whole
said,
top.
you divorced them niggas, right?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
what I'm saying. It's
But I
holy
just told you
matrimony.
majority of
It's
women,
holy
majority of
matrimony.
divorces end
When you
because
put
the
God in
woman
the
choose
mix,
to leave. It's
bro,
not the
hey,
man.
that's
Y'all are
of
not the
this
ones that step
world
up and be
with
like, oh,
divorce.
I don't want to be
okay,
with
all
her.
right.
I don't want this to work no more. It's always the woman that be like, you know what, I can't deal with this. It's something that the man doing, and it might not be nothing major, but because we're emotional, they don't want to deal with it and they get out of it. And the man don't fight to try and keep his wife. He just like, fuck it, he let her go.
So that's
Sign the
what I'm
Right. So,
saying.
paper.
The nation can rise no higher than this
all right, yeah,
woman. It don't matter how
yeah.
good of a job you doing. If you do the
I didn't
wrong thing,
divorce my husbands because of financial reasons. The first one, I divorced him because, like
it's
I
not
said, I
about
married him
finances.
while
I
he
ain't
was
talking about
locked
that.
up.
That's
He
one of the
cheated
biggest
on me
issues
with
that
a
happens in
guard.
lifetime
I
is like
didn't want to
financial
take those
issues.
chances. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go through no heartbreak when he came home. If you cheating on me now while you're locked up, you're gonna cheat on me when you come home. I didn't want
I
that, so I
I
got
agree.
out of it. My second marriage, I was with him for 5 years. He fucked my cousin, so I divorced him. That simple.
Right. So we're gonna have to extend this to another episode, and then we had a point. Yeah, we're gonna have to because I can tell there's getting a lot of commotion. But at the same time, like as I close this things out, like you have good men out there who are, let's say, growing to become the father figure, and it may not be there financially, but get screwed over because she's wants something like right now, and then pretty much places him as like this bad father. But this is much more, and that can be discussed because I can see right now I'm going to have to extend this because we need some more time, but I want to be respectful for everybody's time. As we close this out, go ahead and tell the audience one by one where they can find you. Go ahead, Jasim.
You can find me on In the Trenches podcast every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are very real and raw with Chris and also Bake on here. We hit the hottest topics, and you can check us out. Check out also our merch. that we have on our website, as you see, in the trenches. So it's not no THE, it's THA, the, because you know I'm south side of Houston, originally 3rd Ward. So hit us up. All right.
All right.
Well, you can find me on Facebook at Carisha L. Jones Morris. Hey, don't. I was a little delusional, y'all. So that Morris ain't nothing. I am not married. I was playing around on Facebook, but you can go find me. Hell yeah.
All right, Khaled.
Yeah, I'm just Colin Pryor, man. Y'all can catch me anywhere. Huntsville, Houston, at work, at home, whatever. You know, I don't be on the internet like that. I just pop out every now and then. Yeah.
And Romy Rome.
Hey, I'm just supporting my dog, man. This has been fun. You can find me at the nearest fishing pond. I'm out there trying to catch my
He
get my
loves him some
fish
fishing
off.
too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Then I appreciate you coming on, Romy. So with
Yes,
that
sir.
said, make
Hey,
sure
where
that you.
Pops at, man? Where
I
Pops
would
at?
like to join more of y'all's podcast and be a part of y'all team if Mr. Man don't keep trying to jump down my damn throat. But you know, because I like it. I like it. It's drama filled, but it's truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all about truth and being honest and stuff like this. So if y'all willing to have me, I'm all for it.
We
No,
all
one
good
thing
for
about
it.
Pops, man, I'm sure he got a good heart, though. You know,
No,
that's
I don't have no problem with
that's
him.
the
Like,
old
it's no
school
hard feelings.
mentality.
You know
You
what
know,
I'm
they kind
saying?
of call it like
I feel like
they
he's
shoot
more
from the
old
hip.
school.
Yeah,
He got
yeah,
an
and that's
old
just how
soul.
he
So
is. He
Yeah.
shoots straight from the hip. He don't mean it.
yeah, that's
That's
why I said
why
I didn't take it. I didn't take
that's
it
why he
as
was like, I
defensive
respect
or
you and this for being honest. That's why he told us straight up, I respect you, but this idea and the way he looks at things, he's gonna be
But you can't say you
straightforward.
respect it and call a name out. You know, it's in the same breath. You can't
well,
say
no,
that.
but see, he asked me first, and I told
Yeah,
No,
him I was like, "Yeah, you
he
can
did.
call me a
I
hoe,"
feel
but
Yeah,
you.
then
he
when
did.
I feel you.
it went too far. Whenever he said I'm a hoe now,
That's what I'm saying.
you could call me my past. Everybody got a past.
Don't tell me you love me and then smack me in the same breath.
Exactly. Because the way you
All
just
right.
tried to bite my head off, I'm gonna bite your head off too.
Yeah. Hey, y'all be
Trying
good.
now. I started telling him, "Hey, you better go and go take that Viagra,
Chris,
baby.
holla at
That's
your
right,
brother.
you mad."
All right. So for those who are watching the show, make sure you like, subscribe, keep things going. If you have any more interesting topics, make sure you keep us posted. All right, and that's it. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thing.
Oh, got the wrong intro.